Okay, so I have my my pine tree, and what I'm going to do is put some of this Mod Podge on the tips of the branches and inside my grass static applicator. I have some recycled grass that I have. It's a bit longer, and then here I have the 2 millimeters, so I'm going to sprinkle that on. But my first layer is going to be the longer one. So I have the static applicator grounded to it, and I'm going to just do this. I have it on. I'll do it upside down. And then get the tops. The size. Basically just get as much coverage as I can on this. And I'm going to add the 2 millimeter after this manually by hand. So I think I ran out of grass. So I just picked up the grass that fell, and I'm adding a second layer to this. And I think I ran out again. Okay, so this is the shorter 2 millimeter, and I'm just trying to get a little more coverage on this. And most of the static stuff I did already stick, so this is just trying to cover that glue up and stuff. So if I want to really do some more detail, I can put some pine cones on here, and I might do that. All right, so that's the pine tree minus the pine cones. So I think I'm going to secure these the 3 trees here in these areas here. And I'll do a video showing how to do that. So the pine tree will probably go somewhere around here. But that's still not done yet, So I'm going to start with adding this first one up front. It's taller, and I want it up front because the diorama comes down. And if I use a display case, I want to keep it as low as possible. So I'm going to start by using, I'm going to actually put it right in this area right here. So I'm going to start by using this ball to get my hole started, and probably use this to get it a little bit bigger. And I'm also going to use this to bang this end to get it straight, so I can stick it in the hole. So. Okay, so this is the first one. I just preliminary pushed it in. It's got to be glued in, and then I'm going to add some stuff around the bottom so it looks like it's in there naturally. So this one, I started the hole. This one I want to be careful with because I don't want to break the plaster. All right, so I got it the hole in there. And the tree I already bent to make it straight on the bottom. And I'm going to put it in the way I want it. I kind of want it to hang over the waterfall. So I'm going to continue and do the third one. And then I'll record that. Okay, so I got the 3 trees in. I didn't glue them yet, but that's the positions they're going to be in. So I'm going to come up and show. And then there's the pine tree's going to be here. And this is the larger trees. There's going to be a whole bunch of filling and stuff afterwards. But, when we get there, I'd like to get that pine tree done. So I'm going to work on that. And then I'll glue all these in once I get, I'm sure of the positions, because I already did an extra hole right there, which the tree was too close, so I got to fill that up with something. No big deal. I sprayed the pine tree. And I also added those pine cones that are on there. So after I sprayed it with the alcohol and the glue, it was sticky. So what I have is this dried flower stuff. And the heads of these kind of look like pine cones, little tiny ones. So I just cut them off and dropped them on there one by one. I think it's a good effect. So I'm going to go back upstairs and pop this in my diorama. So at this point, all 4 trees are glued in. And I'm going to add some smaller vegetation into this too. Okay, so I added quite a bit of different kind of plants on this. Basically, I just took that foliage or flock and the different colors or whatever, broke it up into smaller pieces, and popped holes in here. And glued it in the various places. It's hard to tell in this light. So I did put these on the back end. I'm going to have to do something on the bottom here. But when you look at it from the other way, you'll see why I did that. So I still have to work on detailing the bottoms of the trees. But, so when you're looking up the waterfall, you see over the edge those 2 dead trees that are coming up. That's why I did that. So quite a bit more detailing to do with the tiny bits of foliage, but most of it's done. I have sticks from that I saved too, and those are going to go, I'm going to glue those in different places in the river and maybe on the land too. So, but I also have little tiny pieces that I saved, and those are going to be dipped in glue and then put in like a flower powder. So I have different colors of those. Make several different wildflowers, and those are going to be put around, but I'll show that later on when I do that.